Hello, my name is Fallon Lowry, and this is my final project for Web Multimedia Delivery. Um, and the topic we're talking about today is virtual reality, which is actually a topic that I really like. And to record all of this, I'm using Filmora Wondershare. It's a really cool app in my opinion. Um, but to start off, I just want to kind of talk about like my experience with virtual reality. Uh, a while back, I actually went to Pigeon Forge in Tennessee, and they have a virtual reality arcade, and I got to play some games there, and it was actually really cool. A little pricey; it's like $30 an hour almost. Yeah, but I mean, it's really cool because it's not like the Google Cardboard because you have like controls with your hands. You get to move around, do all this other cool, crazy stuff, and you can also play like games against other people, and you're like literally in this world. It's insane. Um, and I'm also just an avid gamer in general, and I've been wanting to play virtual reality Skyrim on PS4 because I love RPG games, and especially Skyrim. Like that's probably my favorite Elder Scroll until this new one comes out. Anyways, my friend actually got virtual reality for his PS4, and he bought Skyrim. He let me play it a little bit, and it was insane. I actually just want to show y'all some things really quick. Like there's a dragon that you fight. Like you are the person, so it's not like you're looking at the character like you do on a normal like game. Um, just shooting fire like out of your hands, as you can see right here. Like there's no body because you are the body. It's just like floating hands whenever you play. I don't know. It's just really cool, and it was a crazy cool experience. Um, but back to the actual project. So onto Google Cardboard. Uh, this was really cool. I tried to make it, but it didn't really turn out how this is. But it was really cool. Just all the apps that you get with it, and well, the free apps you can get. But I did ordering one because I love virtual reality. Um, and then the Udacity. Let's go right here first. Yeah. I've done a little bit of coding with C++. I didn't really like it all that much, but it's definitely different, and people that want to create games, like, please learn this to the best of your ability so you can produce more games for me, because I love playing the games. I just don't think making them is in my future. Um, but it was really cool, like, this whole thing to, like, see everything behind virtual reality, and, like, the DOF, which is on the screen right now, the X, Y, and Z axis, which was really cool to learn about. So you're learning like just different things about it. The key difference between 6 DOF and 3 DOF is that 3 DOF is mainly just tracking your head rotations. Well, that is all it's tracking. And the 6 DOF tracks your head rotations and your body. Like, so if I'm going like this, it'll like actually move you in the game and not just like this. Like the Google Cardboard is just 3 DOF. Then I wanted to kind of talk about like differences in mobile and desktop VR. So like the really big difference between mobile and desktop is that mobile uses IMU tracking, and then desktop uses optical and IMU tracking. So you get to do a little bit more. But the downfall of desktop is that there's typically a wire connected from your, I like to call them goggles, to the computer, versus when you have mobile, it's just kind of like hands-free. Um, Also, it's a little more powerful with desktop, and you also get hand controllers. So like if you're playing a gun game or any other kind of game, you get to be more interactive, kind of like a Wii, but with the headset. Another thing I want to talk about with virtual reality is the simulator sickness, which is on the screen now. Um, they said in the Udacity videos that that's one of like the common challenges whenever developing the VR, because like the screen is so close to your head, and like a lot of people, even at movie theaters, with it just being so big, you get nauseous, and so they really had to figure out a way to put that aside. I did not download the Unity, and I did not try it, so I'm just kind of going to move on to some games that I did try. The first game that I tried was Relax River, because I love just floating down a river in a tube or a kayak, like enjoying the day. And so what I did was I went outside and I sat in a hammock, like to give it more of the, like your chilling vibe. And it was really cool. The graphics weren't really like crazy, but you can't really expect insane graphics like that yet, just like on your phone in a way. But it was really nice and it was relaxing. Um, the next one I'm going to talk about is the Falling one. It was kind of weird. I mean, it's really cool, don't get me wrong, but you're really just falling. But what would make it even cooler if you were wearing that and you were in like one of those indoor skydiving things, and so you're like feeling the air around you, like you're falling down. It would feel more realistic. But it is cool. Like, I mean, you're doing it on your phone. You're sitting down, but you just pick a skyscraper and you kind of just fall. But the graphics once again weren't like crazy, but it was definitely something to try out. Was the virtual reality racer. I had a few problems with this one actually. Like steering was a little different and difficult for me at first. I kept running into cars, can't brake, so I was hitting a lot of cars. And once again, the graphics weren't like crazy, but it's just like a block type game. So, but definitely try it out. I did try the virtual reality Netflix. I was down here looking at the reviews earlier because um, they're pretty terrible. Because at first I was just like I was sitting on the couch watching the Netflix, like you're literally sitting on a couch whenever you're watching Netflix in the virtual reality. So it's kind of like no point in a way. But I couldn't sign in to my Netflix at first, and it was kind of frustrating. But finally, I figured it out, and you kind of like choose what you want to watch by like looking around. So that was really neat. But they definitely need to work on it a little more. This next one I want to talk about was Gravity Spacewalk. This one was pretty cool because I love space. Want to show you all my background even. That's how much I love space. Just anything with NASA. And so I thought this one would be really cool, but once again, it would be even cooler in like the atmosphere. Like if you're just in something that's kind of bouncing you like this, because that's what it's like in space. That would have been really cool. But the graphics look really like one of the old school Star Wars games. Nothing against that, but just how with technology is nowadays, and we're kind of spoiled with how graphics are, and so playing games like this, it's really kind of irritating. um, so the next thing that I wanted to discuss was Ready Player One, just because I felt like a discussion topic didn't really do it justice in a way. This was an awesome movie in my opinion because it really showed different aspects of virtual reality. The whole currency part, with that being like what you have in real life too, I didn't really like that, just because I wouldn't want to go bankrupt from losing a game of racing a car because it's so hit or miss sometimes. Um, but it was really cool. Like I really like the aspects of being able to meet people all over the world the way we do now, but being able to look how we want. Um, it's like all the other RPG games in a way, especially now that they are online, like Skyrim. But you get to literally design your character from head to toe. So it's not like you're picking like a certain elf and like changing different parts of the face. You're literally like costumes, well, outfits, the car you drive, everything. Like this was a really awesome movie and awesome experience. But in the way that virtuality is like expanding and just everything's changing nowadays with games, they're trying to make things more interactive, and it'd be really cool. But the setup that you would have to get to do something like Ready Player One be insane, like little treadmill that goes all different ways, diagonal, up, down, sideways, whatever. And then just the whole body outfit where you could literally feel whenever you get shot or whenever you get hit, like punched, whenever you're fighting someone, you kind of feel everything, and that is really cool in my opinion. In the way that technology advances, I'd kind of like to see something like that, because it would be insane to play a game like Skyrim and just like doing whatever you want, you know what I mean, and you feel everything. It would be insane. But there would, of course, be a lot of downfalls to anything like that. But in all, this was like, virtuality itself is insane, and I love it. Like, I love the way that it's progressing, and I hope that it just keeps on doing what it's doing, and it gets better every game that's released. Um, and then I hope that the price goes down a little bit, so that way I can purchase it myself. But until then, I'm cool with just playing my little controller on my PS4. Um, that kind of wraps it up for my virtual reality final project experience. I hope you enjoyed my video, and good luck to everyone else that this semester, and I hope all your other classes are going great. Thank you.